afternoon, evening, good pre-evening, pre-evening, good pre-evening, guys, girls, whoever is listening, watching, probably more like, alright John, alright Matt, who else would be watching, alright Mike, yeah, that's probably about it. Right, 600 pp, so, as you can see, I've just got my credits up to buy a car, using my easy M3. Just going to pop into used cars and see what we got. So I'm looking for something that I can modify. As you go down, you can sort of see 511, R32. That's pretty good. It's four-wheel drive. You know it's turboed, four-wheel drive turboed. But 178 grand. However, look at that. I've got tons of these. These two cars, both really good. The price as well. It's just a no-brainer every time. What's that, 4? They got the 3 on this game. I think they do. The 3 is also a good one to have. But you can see them all around 600 pp. You know, you could detune these, but there's not really a point. I've had a Z8. They're okay. A bit heavy. Which is why I tend to move up this sort of end. I really wanted an SLS. But not a 590. You'd be designing that to be a 700 pp car. But there's no point because it's just too heavy. And there are other things. You know, take the Impreza above. You design that Impreza to be 700 pp. It'd be way better than the SLS. You put way more mods on it. You know it's lighter, it's four-wheel drive, it's turboed. Just better. So that's why I like this sort of area. The problem is with these cars, I've got loads of them. Maybe that 3 GTO. So I was just eating a banana. Right. Well, it's heavy, 1460. So you get like 13 more brake horsepower for an extra 100 kilos in the Subaru. And by the way, four-wheel drive is the way to go with these little 600 pp. The car's already got four-wheel drive. Because look at your M4, sorry M3. It is a low pp, yes, but not by much. And also that, just that Evo is screaming at me now to buy it. We'll do that because it's cheap as well. Right, let's get that. So, got the car. We're going to move on to right. What do we do next? Oh look. It actually keeps it under 600 pp. You could engine swap it. That would be disgusting. But you'd never get suspension, clutch, tyres. Actually, comfort. Yeah, look, there you go, put some softs on it. You want the softs. Most people, when they hold an online lobby at 600 pp, they'll have sports soft as the tyre of choice. So I'd automatically go and put sports soft on. If then the room requires sports medium or sports hard, it doesn't matter about when buying them because you know you're already within the PP limit with the softs. These will only bring the PP down. Yeah. So do that. We'll take the weight out of it. Now we're already at 550. Now if I look at going to put the engine in now, that just won't work. So we're going to have a look at tuning this up. I'm going to go for the sports silencer. Looks better than the stock one, but it doesn't use up a lot of PP to give it a good bit of power. That's what you're looking at. You're just watching that PP to make sure it doesn't, that sounds so bad, you're watching the performance points to make sure it doesn't creep up too far. I want a fully customizable computer because in case I need to drop the ECU points down to get within, but I'll show you other ways around that. LSD is what I was saying. There you go, look, so it drops it, so you want a good LSD. Gearbox, so it's only 3 pp, let's just go take that. Adjust the gears then. I'm going to want the anti-lag because it doesn't cost any PP initially. I want brake pads. I want suspension. I want a clutch. I want discs. Right, so the horsepower's gone up about 30 brake horsepower. We've still got 25 performance points to use. It's going good. Yeah, crankshaft. In the corner. Right, 595. Gonna back out because I want to put some aero bits on it. quickly pop in here and do the suspension out. So I come in here and do the suspension so that when I go into do the performance parts, the car looks settled like it's supposed to. You'll be able to see my settings now. Yeah, so you can see I'm just adjusting everything to make sure I'm worried about this. Oh, it's okay. Right, cool. So that's how I set it up. That is a generic four-wheel drive setup that I like driving by, that I just have in my head. And I've done it to so many of my all-wheel drive cars. The rear-wheel drive is slightly different with regards to the front suspension and the LSD. But other than that, I'll pretty much set all my cars up like that. And that way I know that they all handle the same for me, the way I drive. So we're going to look at the wide body kit quickly. 10 grand, probably just an arch roll. Yeah, I mean look, that just looks. The problem is, like, the Evo has square front arches, and they're putting a round edge on a square edge. It doesn't look very good. No, I don't think so. Right. So let's start with the front. See there? It's nothing. Light covers. Splitter. I want the splitter. And I want a rear wing. 6 spokes kind of suit it quite nicely. Seventeens. Wide. So this is now just a bit more cosmetic for me and what I want. Okay, so I've put the aero bits on, put the wheels on. Obviously the PP has sort of fluctuated up and down while I've been putting those bits on. Oh yeah, good old slow PlayStation. So then we go back to garage. Into the settings, right. I think the front downforce is preference, right. You're gonna get a lower PP by dropping it down to nothing, but then with nothing you're not gonna get any sort of front end wiggle. 10 was what it came with. I normally go with 12. And then I stick the rear wing quite far up. But I check it. So measure it. 592. 592. Let's go up. Yeah, 592.18. 592.75. It's interesting. It normally changes around 200, but never as early as that. So we'll take that. 592.18. So that then gives us a bit more to play with in the tuning. See, I know now that the car, because the car's all tuned up, ready to go, all I've got to do is find the right parts to maximise the horsepower. Just start to think, is that the right thing? Is that the right, should I have bought that? Probably shouldn't have bought the part that I can't take off my car. Doesn't matter. So anyway, that's how I kind of do it. And that goes into the, didn't want to hit that. that goes into the pile of 600 pp cars I have. But it all depends what you're racing, what race you're using it for. Like I say, it's such a varied category. So, I mean, just looking across these 599s, you've got, these are all sports tyres. That's on sports hard. That's on racing softs. That Evo, Impreza, sorry. Hence the horsepower. It's got less horsepower, but it's on racing softs. So the grip is just astounding. Whereas the Viper, it's on sports medium. And look at that horsepower. But then look at the weight. It's such a fine thing to get right. That's why I've got so many Imprezas. Look at the Imprezas, bro. There's 4 on that page. And they're all tuned differently. Look at that. There's a brake horsepower between them. But then the blue one's lighter. It just goes in. Yeah, I just think that there's so much scope around 600 pp. Look at this. They're all 599. That's on racing softs. Pink thing. Yeah, so it's always a fun category to go racing in, because the tuning's so different. When you get into 700 pp, a lot of the cars become a bit more generic racers. The majority of them will be on racing softs. And engine swaps as well. Blimey, there's so many engine swaps here. The Viper is a really good car. Again, look at that horsepower to weight. That's what I mean. It's just, that's what I think you should be looking at. What can you get horsepower to weight, power to weight ratio? Because there's other stuff that a lot of people use, you know, and it's just like, it's the same. People always go for the supercars, and like the cheaper stuff. Anyway, that was sort of a guide to getting the best out of your PP. Look at that. 499, nothing else. Oh, mind you, that Impreza's pushing that. Quite similar. This looks like it's had a lot of work done. That's 500 pp for you. That's a weapon. Oh, comfort softs. That's some basic tyres. Probably slides all over the place, but I mean that's cool. I forgot I'd even made it. Anyway, yeah, that will conclude my tutorial on PPs. I think it just comes down to how you want the car to adapt to your driving style, because everybody's got different driving styles, so I don't think there's one particular car that's right for everybody. And I love that Gran Turismo just gives that choice. So I wish the choice was more, you know, I'd love some old cars in there, but oh well. Right boys, girls, see you later.